Imagine boarding a train for a routine journey, only to find yourself in the middle of a terrifying stabbing spree. This is exactly what happened to passengers on a train in eastern England, turning a mundane trip into a nightmare. But here's where it gets even more chilling. Despite the chaos, authorities are ruling out terrorism. And this is the part most people miss. What could drive someone to commit such a horrific act, if not ideological extremism? Let's dive into the details and uncover what we know so far. On a Saturday evening, a train bound for London's King's Cross station became the scene of a violent attack. Departing from Doncaster in northern England at 6:25 p.m., the train was about halfway through its 2-hour journey when panic erupted. As the train pulled away from Peterborough, emergency calls started flooding in. Multiple people had been stabbed on board. Passengers described scenes of sheer terror. Travelers covered in blood, rushing down the aisles to escape the carriage where the violence was unfolding. One passenger, Ollie Foster, recounted hearing someone scream, "Run! Run! There's a guy stabbing literally everyone!" At first, he thought it was a Halloween prank, until he noticed blood on his hand from touching the seats. "Everyone was really pushing behind us, really panicking," Foster told the BBC. He witnessed several people bleeding heavily from their wounds, a stark reminder of the brutality that had just occurred. But here's where it gets controversial. While police swiftly detained 2 suspects, one was later released without charge. Why? Because investigators determined he had no involvement in the attack. This raises questions about the initial response and whether the wrong person was targeted. The remaining suspect, a 32-year-old British man, is being questioned on suspicion of attempted murder. Police insist they are not looking for anyone else, but the motive remains a mystery. The British Transport Police, responsible for railway security, responded within minutes of the first emergency call at 7:42 p.m. Dozens of officers, including firearms specialists and paramedics, rushed to Huntingdon Station, about 75 miles north of London. The train made an unscheduled stop, and armed officers quickly boarded to secure the scene. Witnesses reported that one suspect was subdued with a taser after being seen with a large knife. Of the 11 victims, 10 were taken to nearby hospitals, with one arriving independently. Initially, 9 were classified as having life-threatening injuries, but by Sunday evening, only one remained in critical condition, a railway staff member who bravely attempted to stop the attacker. Police hailed his actions as nothing short of heroic. Here's another point of contention. While counter-terrorism units were initially involved, Police Superintendent John Lovelace stated, "There is nothing to suggest this is a terrorist incident." But if it's not terrorism, what is it? Some speculate it could be a personal dispute, mental health crisis, or random act of violence. What do you think? Could there be more to this story than meets the eye? As the investigation continues, the train remains at Huntingdon Station, with forensic teams and police dogs combing the platform for evidence. Meanwhile, leaders have expressed their sympathy. Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood praised the exceptional bravery of staff and passengers, while King Charles III and Queen Camilla said they were appalled and shocked, offering their deepest sympathies to those affected. This incident leaves us with more questions than answers. Why did this happen? Could it have been prevented? And what does it say about safety on public transport? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. This is a conversation that needs to be had.